Hello, dear children. I welcome you in today's class where we are continuing the chapter Adventures of Toto. In the previous two videos, we had completed the story till grandfather reached Dehradun's platform with the monkey, and the monkey's presence was no, it was not clear to everybody, but everybody was curious to see the movement of the bag. Toto remained in the bag as far as Saharanpur, but while grandfather was producing his ticket at the railway turnstile, meaning transtree, Toto suddenly poked his head out of the bag and gave the ticket collector a wide grin, smile. See, though Toto remained inside the bag till Saharanpur, but at Saharanpur railway in train, he gave his gesture. Just showed his face to the conductor and smiled. A broad smile was also given to him, given to the TT, the ticket collector, TC. The poor man was taken aback, but with great presence of mind and much awe to grandfather's annoyance, he said, "Sir, you have a dog with you. You will have to pay for it accordingly." Though TC was not ready to tolerate this sort of any scene, so he sat back. But suddenly he recollected his courage and he told to the grandfather that he has a dog with him, so he had to pay for it. Though he was not a dog, he was a monkey. In vain did grandfather take Toto out of the bag. In vain did he try to prove that a monkey did not qualify as a dog or even as a quadruped. Toto was classified a dog by the ticket collector, and 3 rupees was the sum handed over as his fare. Though grandfather took Toto completely out from bag, he showed it was not dog, so the dog's rule should not be implemented on him. But he was not being heard. Nobody is going to just see, nobody is going to give any just hear him. The ticket collector charged him 3 rupees, and unwillingly he had to give those 3 rupees to the TC. Then grandfather, just to get his own bag, took from his pocket out pet tortoise and said, "What must I pay for this, since you charge for all animals?" Now grandfather could not tolerate it, so he took that tortoise was there in his pocket, so he showed tortoise also to the ticket collector, and he said, "As you are charging on each and every animal, tell me what should I charge for this tortoise as well." The ticket collector looked closely at the tortoise, prodded it with his forefinger, gave grandfather a pleased and triumphant look, and said, "No charge, it is not a dog." Then the TC checked the tortoise. He poked his finger on the body of tortoise, and with a smile he looked towards grandfather and said, "No, it's not a dog, so you need not to charge for it." So see, this is the irony. That was also not dog, that was monkey. But for monkey he took money, but for this tortoise he did not ask any money. When Toto was finally accepted by grandmother, he was given a comfortable room in the stable, where he had for a companion the family donkey Nana. But later on they informed about the presence of Toto in their home, and then grandmother gave a comfortable home, a stable, the proper place for monkey. There one donkey Nana was also his companion. On Toto's first night in the stable, grandfather paid him a visit to see if he was comfortable. When Toto was shifted in the stable first time, so grandfather visited him at night time, because at night time he used to be most naughty, where other animal feel like sleeping, so he wanted to have a look on him. To his surprise, he found Nana without apparent cause, pulling at her halter and trying to keep her head as far as possible from the bundle of hay. So he could not observe it. He just could not believe on it that why the donkey was not eating his hay. Though generally he used to keep his mouth into hay, but that day he was not willing. Grandfather gave Nana a slap across her haunches and she jerked back, dragging Toto with her. He had fastened on to her long ears with his sharp little teeth. Because monkey had fastened with his long teeth, his ears he has fastened. It was showed to him. Meaning the monkey was also not sitting there silently. He was creating fuss, fun, adventure in the stable as well. Toto and Nana never became friends. Actually, Toto was not at all friendly with anyone. Toto, Nana, donkey, they both lived together, but they could never become good friends. A great treat for Toto during cold winter evening was the large bowl of warm water given him by grandmother for his bath. At winter time, Toto never want to take bath in cold water. For that he needed hot water, and every time it was. And whenever grandmother was giving him hot water, a bowl of hot water for bathing, he used to be very happy. It used to be a sort of treat for him. He would cunningly test the temperature with his hand, then gradually step into the bath. First one foot, then the other, as he had seen me doing, until he was into the water up to his neck. Toto was very cunning as far as his own safety is concerned. Whenever water used to be given to him, he never came inside the water completely. First, he used to check temperature with his hand. After testing the temperature, then only he used to enter into the water. First one foot, then another foot, then one hand, another hand, because he used to mimic Ruskin Bond. As Ruskin was taking bath, the same way he used to do. Thank you, dear children. I hope till yet the adventure of Toto, the adventure you must have liked. Thank you, dear ones.